Do you think that it's normal for a girl child to change her clothes in front of the father? Like to strip naked in front of her father?
I think it will depend on the age of the child.
Somebody like you, can you strip in front of your father?
Well, no.
Alright. Oh boy.
Not
Don't
that it
give
will
it.
mean anything to him. Not that it will mean anything to my father.
We
But
hope
no,
not.
I would. Of course not. Well, I'm not saying not that it will mean anything to any father. I'm talking about my father. Not that it will
Maybe
mean anything to
not
my
that it
father.
should be something. You know that their fathers these days like that should not be
No,
fathers.
exactly. That's true. That's true. I'm talking about my father. It's the same thing as I don't know. Even if I had like I have male siblings, right? I'm not going to like change my clothes in front of my male sibling. It's the same thing. Yeah, it's I don't know. It may
Yeah, you're
not mean
just grown.
anything to them, but I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I think I what came to my mind. Oh, there's this. I don't know if I covered that story already, but there's basically this story. So literally, a married couple, right? Their
Yeah.
baby is 5 months old. The man goes to work and comes back from work, sees his wife knocked out. His wife was like a housewife. She's knocked out on the couch. He carries the baby because the baby was there, carries the baby and takes the baby. But he sends and says that, oh, she needs a diaper change. While he's in the room with the baby, changing the baby, the lady walks in, his wife walks in. And mind you, prior to this story, the man says like they have not had any argument before this, like they have not had any issues, like they're actually having a good and successful marriage. The woman walks into the room, starts screaming at the top of her voice. How could you? What the hell? How could you do this? How could you do this to my baby? Runs and
No,
grabs the baby, and he's like, what the hell? What the hell could you do this? And calls the police on the husband. They come, they take the husband to jail. If not for CCTV cameras that were in the house, they would not have realized because she said that he inappropriately touched their daughter, their 5 months old daughter. And the guy was like, what the hell? What do you mean? Like they
was
could not.
there a CCTV in their room? Was there a camera in their room?
That's what saved the man. He would have gone to jail based
Yeah.
on the woman's testimony, I think. So eventually they checked the CCTV camera, the footage, and they saw that, oh no, he was just changing her. And then what happened was he himself in stating this story, he is shocked because like she has never had, let me say, even any mental background. Like, she has been complaining of being tired a lot and all this kind of things. Right? But she has not had any mental background, she has no mental issues and all this kind of things. But this was so freaking massive until now he wants to divorce the wife. What do you think? Like he literally wants to divorce the woman. He's not listening to anything. Like he has packed out and gone to another house or those other kind of things just based on that. Like how could she think
To be
that
fair,
kind of thing?
I mean that's something that I don't know. That's good enough grounds for divorce. That's my question was there a did they get like CCTV footage from the room? Because I
Yeah.
would like it would be really absurd. I don't know that she would just make up something like that, you know.
Oh hell yeah, they
So
did.
yeah,
Like I said,
if there was
that's how they.
CCTV footage from the room and it proves that he's innocent, then it's either she's been plotting something or maybe this is something she wanted and she just wanted
Oh no,
I don't
she's
know.
apologizing right now. Like she's apologizing. Like she doesn't know what came over her or what. I thought when I read that story, I was like, oh maybe
She
sometimes some people
apologized,
to the guy, right? Yeah, she was apologizing to the party man, telling the party man that nah,
but she
I'm
doesn't know
sorry.
what came over her.
I mean, what should
So
I tell
right
you?
up until they went to the police and they had to review the camera footage and everything, she did not realize that something had come over her.
At least you see there's a bad manners. That was why when I read that story, I was like, what the hell? And mind you,
It's
see, mind you, like it's so bad because like I don't know how it is, I don't know how it is over there. But in the world today, women's testimonies are freakingly the way they're upholding a woman's
it's the
testimony these
same.
days.
I mean, it's the
It's
same
wild.
thing here. If a woman says something, I mean, it has to be because, and in this case, it is not just a woman saying something. It is your wife and the mother of that child. That's huge. That's something big.
Yeah, normally. And
I'm trying to
bruh,
imagine
like
what could have been
I
the
just
voice
think that
message.
I just think that man is so freaking he's so lucky the fact that like those CCTV cameras were there because they
Yeah,
literally would have blown this thing way out of proportion and the rest.
exactly.
And I was like, bruh, I'm like oh. Yeah, with this guy like he's a 5 months old child. I'm not saying anything like what the hell, like what do you think was doing to the child?
Maybe she woke up from a nightmare.
That's exactly that's what came to my mind. Probably
Maybe she
maybe
woke
she
up
has
from
been
a
watching some
nightmare.
kind of content, right? And then
Yeah.
she has like so it has affected her mind and she was just literally thinking the worst. But unfortunately the way she just handled it was so freaking poor. But do you think that's grounds enough for a divorce? A marriage which was completely fine and all of that. Like you divorce based on that.
For me, that's grounds enough for a divorce.
Hmm.
That is a huge accusation because that man would have been in jail had those videos not saved him. And the thing is,
Yeah.
you're apologizing now because you've been proven wrong, right?
Mhm.
Let's assume that okay, they didn't have those cameras in their room, which is weird anyway. Why do you have cameras in your bedroom?
Maybe it's like baby monitors. Yeah, like, like those baby monitors.
maybe, maybe. Let's assume
Okay.
that
Yeah.
those were not there, and then they just followed up with like they took her word for it. Then
Mm.
he'll be in jail. Who knows for how long? And
Yeah.
then in the world in which we are right now, such things don't end up. It's not a family matter. It doesn't end as a family matter. It's going to get to your job. You lose your job. You lose friends, even your own
Yeah.
family, and all of that.
Baby pervert.
It's exactly. And the fact that I mean, if you just think about it, the
This is
fact
a
that
child
you
raper.
come up with something like this and then accuse your husband and then call the police on him. I want to divorce you. If it's me, I would want to divorce you because I don't know what's the next thing you're going to do. You're probably going to drug me and then do something worse, you know?
Man, I tell about the story like I freaking like when I used to work
It's,
in the warehouse. Like when I used to work in the warehouse, like so I just that was when I just came here. So when I used to work in the warehouse, there was literally this story about this guy who he was in a relationship with this woman and all of that. And mind you, like, it's something that we Africans do. A lot of Africans do. Oh, let's not say as if it's everybody. A lot of Africans do. So you go into this relationship first of all, like based on the fact that like okay, they wanted papers and all those kind of things. So boom, they've been dating for a while. And then eventually, let me say, it's like he's close to get his papers and all those kind of things. Well, I don't know if he had already gotten his papers, but he was close to leaving this lady. He wanted to leave this lady. And then boom, this lady comes this day. She has she has cooked, brought some wine, all those kind of things, dressed more sexy, put the party man in the room. So they had their, they went on.
Mhm.
And then boom, after that, right? While this guy is sleeping, this girl gets up in the night. Like she made sure takes his after he has come, takes it, rubs it on her drawers. I don't know why he came inside her or what. I don't know why he came inside her. But after that, rips her dress, tears her dress, and finishes all because it tears her drawers. Calls 911. I said this
No.
Parliament freaking raped her. The Parliament went to jail for some time. Our fellow brother.
No.
I don't know. Unfortunately for him, there was no CCTV, there was no camera in his own time.
Yeah, of
But yeah,
course. If she
that Parliament
planted that
enters
shit,
shock.
she knew.
Ah, that Parliament enters shock. When they told me that story, I was like, so the Parliament was
But
telling me the
wait,
story. I was like, no
the
try,
guy was
no
telling you
do
the
woman for you,
story.
no try with you woman for you. They'll show you
But the
something.
thing is, how are you certain that he was the one telling the truth?
Why are you spoiling the story?
I'm not spoiling him.
No, no, but that's true.
Hey,
Okay,
no,
so how
let's
how
just
wait,
be
wait, okay,
objective.
let's think about it logically. How am I sure that is the one that was telling the truth? This Padma has been with this lady for a long while, right? And
Mm-hmm.
automatically we know if they are living together, probably they've even been sleeping together and the rest. Why is it that all of a sudden when he's trying to leave, that's when this particular situation comes up? It comes up of the fact that oh, I was raped. He could just rape the woman.
It could happen for any reason.
Like what? Over
You're
congy.
talking about
A
they had
woman that I've
one
already been
woman.
sleeping with
Right?
and like you have had no issues. Like probably any issues that I've been having was just been the fact of like relationship wise. Probably those were the issues that were pushing him to leave. Also, we also know that probably he was leaving since he had already gotten what he wanted. But this kind of an issue has never come up. We have never heard of a time that oh he was raping the woman. The woman was probably been opening her leg quietly. All of a sudden.
Oh, well,
But
maybe also look at it from the perspective that maybe, I don't know, because men are weird. And some
uh,
men have like a lot of effrontery. Maybe he
uh,
comes up and he's like, okay, I'm leaving and all of that. Do you want me to give you the last? Or do you want to give me for the last time?
give me one for the road.
And then he decides, oh, you're not giving me, I'm taking it.
With the okay, so then the other thing will be like, all right. Assuming like we say also remember the story is like on second source or from third source, but you come in, you look at the setting of the room. you even look at the setting of the house. There's food, there's drinks. These people have drank all of those things together. Then boom, all of a sudden,
Yeah,
all
so
of those
maybe he
things
was
just
drunk.
narrate.
Maybe he was under the influence of alcohol.
All right, no problem. You have defended your woman very well, mommy.
I'm not defending her. Okay, yes, it is very likely that she did this to set him up. Like this was her way of getting back at him, right? But there is also like a small percent chance that the story is different from
From her
what
end.
he said. I always look at a story this way. There are two sides to every story. There is
Yeah.
only one backstory. We're never going to know, like, certainly, we're never certainly going to know what the backstory is. But we can speculate. Let's say there is a 90% chance that the story is this woman set him up. But that 10%, that 10% chance could also hold something. So
Yep. Yep. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I know Wahala. It's well understood.
against
Anyhow,
your
well,
wish. Against your wish.